All right, class. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and do the work. All right. Okay. All right, so here we go. So again, this is going to be on your quiz, all right? So make sure you understand this. All right, so the first problem or the only problem you had yesterday was the fact that Joseph works at KFC, okay? He works at KFC, and then what? Okay, it says that, oh, let me see. Okay, he works at KFC, and his regular earnings, he works gets $13.75 an hour. Okay, and then he worked 55 hours. Okay, so basically this is weekly overtime, right? Weekly overtime. So how do you do this? You know, um, let's see. Hold on, I can't see in my presentation. Can you guys? I can't see it if I'm moving up or down or whatnot. Ah, can't. It's not working out. I have to redo it. All right, it's all good. All right. So then, what do we do? So again, he gets time and a half. All right. So what's his regular earnings? Well, the regular again is if he's working 55 hours, the regular for the week is how many? How many hours? You guys know how many hours? How many hours? Anybody? 40 hours, right? That's in any job. 40 hours is full time. So right here, I'm going to put 40 because that's going to be an important number. But he worked 55, so the rest is overtime. So how many is left over? 15, right? Because 40 plus 15 is 55. So these are important numbers because these are the hours, okay? So now let's do the math, okay? The first part is regular earnings. Well, how much does he get paid per hour? 13.75 every hour. So times 1, times 2, times 3, up to what? 40. So you should have put 13.75 times 40. So when you use your calculator, and you could use your calculator, go ahead and do 13.75 times 40. It's 550. $550. Okay? $550. All right, that's his regular earnings before taxes. Now we want to go to the overtime, but we don't know how much he's making per hour for overtime. You don't know. It's not 13.75. It's time and a half. So we need to find out how much is it per hour. So you're going to get your time, which is 13.75, and a half of that putting together. So the way you do it is 13.75 times time and a half, which is 1.5. All right, so we're going to go ahead and calculate that. Okay, 13.75 times 1.5, which is $20.62. But there's a 5 next to it. So you're going to have to round it up because this is what I want, but there's a 5. So if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you got to increase it by 1. So technically, it's $20.63 per hour. That's his overtime per hour, and that's why I put it right here. Okay? That's how much he's going to get every hour for overtime hours. But how many overtime hours did he work? How many, guys? How many? Because it's Christmas. It's a jolly time. So he wants to work all these hours because he wants to make some money for gifts and whatnot. Yeah. So what do we do? What do we do? ¿Qué hacemos aquí? ¿Qué pasa, chico? Well, it's 20.63 per hour, but how many hours are there? ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántos? 15, right? So we're going to multiply. So 20.63 times 15. All right? Okay. So now what do we do? Use your calculator. Here we go. 2063 times 15 is $309.45. So $309.45. Now, if you didn't change it to $20.63, it's okay. Mister, I only put $20.62. That's fine. It's okay. All right. I'm not gonna mark it wrong. So if you did $20.62, you would have gotten $309.03. So add a 0.30 cents. All right. So that's okay. So remember. So now, how do you find the total? How do you find the total? Anybody? How do you find the total what he earned? Nobody? Andrew, how do you find the total?
You add the overtime earnings and the regular earnings together.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, good job. So 550.00. Okay, I'm just gonna put 0.00, and then 309.45. Okay, so now it's what? 859.45. So his total earnings before taxes is $859.45. And boom, we're done. All right? So this is what you're going to do. Oh, let me take out the recording.